We're now listening to the Dee Hankins Show. Life, curveballs, home runs, the Dee Hankins Show. Are you ready? Let's go.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Dee Hankins Show, where we talk about life, help you with your curveballs, and celebrate your home runs. I have a question for you. Why do smart, capable people still feel completely out of control? You can have the best education, a great job, money in the bank, yet you still wake up every day feeling anxious, exhausted, and powerless. The problem isn't your capability, it's your categorization. You're taking your limited energy and you're pouring it into a black hole that you can never fill. And today, we're going to fix that. I'm going to introduce to you all the 3-bucket philosophy, the one framework you need to stop the bleeding. This is episode 22, the sorting mechanism, intro to the 3-bucket philosophy. Let's get into it. Now, before we talk about the buckets, we need to talk about the assets. And if you are watching this for right now, I spent the whole 2 months talking about what we call the core 4. And this is what this framework, this is what this 3-bucket philosophy is protecting. The core 4, and I'm going to refresh your memory. The core 4 is what I believe to be the most crucial pillars of your life. Think of these as your assets, all right? Number 1, the first pillar is your spiritual resilience or your spiritual health. This is your purpose, your peace, your character. Then there's your financial health or your financial resilience. This is your resources, your job, your career, and your security. Then we jump down to your physical health or your physical resilience. This is your health, your energy, your body. And then finally, what holds it all together is your mental resilience or your mental health. This is your mindset, your knowledge, your emotional resilience, your emotional regulation. This holds everything together. And this is your core 4. These are your assets in life. Now, here's the issue with these assets. Like any assets, they're finite. You can only make so much money. You can only do so much self-care. You can only be so strong and so fit. You need a system to protect these assets. If you protect these assets, then you can become what I like to call ultra resilient. And what that means is when life throws curveballs at you, which it will, you can bounce back more efficiently with less hurt and less pain. Because I truly believe you cannot build a resilient life if you feel like you're constantly under attack, if you have no sense of control over the world around you. And this 3-bucket philosophy fixes that. So let's hop into it. Now, the 3-bucket philosophy is not tech, okay? It's a sorting mechanism. And what does it sort? Reality. It's a filter that allows you to look at every problem in your life, every bill, every worry, every situation, every argument, and ask one question: who owns this? And if you don't have a sorting system, then you're going to continue to waste energy on things you have no control over, on things that may not even matter, or things that may not even affect you. Or you just try to fix things that aren't meant for you to fix, okay? So here are the 3 buckets. Bucket number 1, my choices. This bucket holds your thoughts, your actions, your reactions. Every choice that you make falls into bucket number 1, my choices. Obviously, this is also the bucket where you have absolute control over, 100% control. This is the only bucket in which your effort guarantees the results. Then there's bucket number 2, other people's choices. This bucket holds your spouse, your coworkers, your kids, strangers, your students, voters, right? You can influence this bucket. You can pray for this bucket. You can think about this bucket. You can guide this bucket, right? You have influence in this bucket, but you still have zero control over this bucket. Everybody in this bucket is going to do what they want to do, whether you like it or not. Most burnout happens right here in this bucket. You try to use your bucket 1 to control bucket 2, and it never works out that way. Next up, we have bucket number 3. This is the bucket I call natural disasters, acts of God. And this bucket, no one has control. Not anybody in bucket 2 and not you. These are things where it is what it is. In this bucket, you have gravity, the weather, time, death, illnesses, economy. This is the bucket where no one has any control or influence whatsoever, right? You can't negotiate with a storm. You can only prepare for it. As you know, my passion is to help people build resilience, and it's a journey I've been on my entire life. That's why I created the Dee Hankins At Best Student Development Program. I started the program because I once was a student facing major curveballs, and I want to show students that they have a chance at a successful future no matter their background. We empower students with a 6-step framework called Win Your Challenges, and we build a network of support between students and parents and caring adults in their lives. If you're a parent, educator, or administrator and want to learn more about how we build bridges and transform school communities, I invite you to visit my website, deehankins.com. That's DeeHankins.com to learn more about how you can bring the At Best program to your school. So why is this sorting mechanism critical for your life? Without it, your spiritual health, your financial health, your physical health, your mental health just start bleeding all over the place. You lose control over the most important pillars in your life. For example, right, your mental health. Let's say you spend the day complaining about traffic, which you can't control, wondering if your boss likes you or not, which you can't control. By the time you get home to make your choices, to make choices that you want to make, you're exhausted, right? By the time you get home to the people that love you and want to be around you, I don't have time for you because you've wasted all your energy trying to control things that you have no control over. It takes a mental hit on you. The 3-bucket philosophy forces you to invest your energy in the only place where you can get a return on investment. And that is bucket number 1, my choices. Now, some people hear this in my trainings and they immediately go, D, you just want me to be passive. You just want me to be accepting of everything. And it's actually the opposite. I want you to be in control of everything. I'm telling you to take absolute control over what you can control. When you stop trying to control the weather and you stop trying to control your neighbor, you are left with a massive amount of energy that can be reinvested to the things that are going to help you succeed in life. You can take that reserve power and focus it on the one thing in your life that needs fixing or needs bettering or needs improvement. You. The 3-bucket philosophy removes excuses. You can't blame your physical health on genetics, which is bucket number 3. You can only focus on your diet, which is bucket number 1. Now, I know it's terrifying because it means that you're responsible, but it's also freeing because it means that you're in charge. And this is why we did the core 4 work first. You're in charge of your spiritual health. The pastor who hurt you at your old church is not in charge. You are. You don't like the church? Leave. Go to find another one or start your own, right? You're in charge of your financial health. You're responsible for your financial health. If you're broke, you can change that. People do it all the time. You can become an entrepreneur. You can level up your value and become more valuable. You can learn a new skill. You can do all these things. Now, some people might be like, oh, but actually not some people. A lot of people go, oh, well, I can't find the time. That's bucket number 3. You're worried about time. So therefore, you're arguing with time and you're wasting your energy on, I don't have enough time. Meanwhile, people who are taking full control over their life are going, I'm going to make time. Why? Because you have that choice. All right. You're responsible for what you look like, your physical health. Okay. If you're flabby, you can fix that. And you are responsible for your mental health. I don't care what anybody tells you. You got a job that stresses you out. You can leave. You can leave. Oh, easy for you to say. No. You can. You have that choice, right? And that is the power of the my choice bucket. That is the power of the 3 bucket philosophy. You can take any situation and ask, who owns this? So we have a lot of work and a lot of ground to cover in the next few weeks. Next week's episode, we're diving deep into the my choices bucket. After that, we're going into the other choices bucket. Then following that week, we're going to talk about the natural disasters, acts of God bucket, or bucket number 3, right? And then after that, we are going to talk about mixing your buckets and what that does and the results of mixing your bucket. And fair warning, don't mix your buckets. So if this episode clicked for you, please like and subscribe to the channel. We're building a community of people that are willing to do the work, people that are sitting there and going, you know what? I need to take absolute responsibility for my life and I need to change some things. So if you're struggling, if you're wondering, how do I take absolute control? Then leave a comment below or reach out to the podcast via social media because I want to hear from you. And finally, this framework just isn't for YouTube. I travel the country every year installing the potential protocol to school districts, corporate teams, and organizations. If your staff is burnt out, your team is stuck in bucket 2 drama, trying to control things they can't control, or if you need a human behavior expert to come in and reset the culture, let's talk. Visit www.deehankins.com, click the booking link, and let's get those people trained up to take full accountability for their life and stop stressing out on things they can't control. And remember, life throws curveballs, but even curveballs can be hit for home runs. I'll see y'all next week.